Hey guys, today we've got two new phones from LG, the G Flex 2 and the G4. Now both are flagships in their own right and very similarly priced, announced recently. Now if you look at LG's track record, they've made great phones before, the Nexus 4, the Nexus 5, and even the G2 I think was a phenomenal phone in its own right. 2013, I think it was one of the best phones in 2013. The G3, however, it got bigger and it did adopt a lot of features, but it wasn't as popular. Now this year, LG is betting big on these two devices, the G4 and the G Flex 2. If you have to pick one of the two, which one would it be? Both the phones are almost the same size and built on similar design principles, like the power button which is sandwiched between the volume keys at the back, something that we really like, and both of them are slightly curved, with the G Flex 2 obviously being more curved like its previous generation. This now comes with a better and smaller 5.5-inch screen that's 1080p resolution. At the back of the G Flex is this glossy plastic that has a textured finish. This is also self-healing as LG calls it, so it's slightly more resistant to minor scratches. The G4 on the other hand comes with the same screen size, that's 5.5 inches, but a sharper 1440p resolution. This is really amongst the best screens on a smartphone. And at the back of the G4 is the scarf leather panel, which looks really sexy with the stitching and feels great in the hand. This back cover is also removable, so the battery is replaceable, which is convenient considering that most of the other flagship phones are actually sealed in. At the performance end, we didn't really know which device to go for. On one hand, the G Flex 2 comes with the latest Snapdragon 810 chipset, which really peaks at benchmark tests, but the G Flex 2 comes with only 2 GB of RAM. The G4 on the other hand comes with a less powerful Snapdragon 808 chipset, which has a hexa-core processor. This is coupled with 3 GB of RAM. Now we aren't so hung up on specs as much as the real-life user experience, and this is where we couldn't really tell a difference. The G4 feels faster because of LG's updated user interface, which in the case of the G Flex 2 will improve once the software update is out. On the camera front, the G4 comes with a 16-megapixel improved sensor with better optical image stabilization and other add-on features compared to the G Flex 2, which only has a 13-megapixel sensor, and the optics are very similar to last year's G3. Now the G Flex 2 camera isn't bad, it's really great, but when comparing shot to shot, the G4 wins hands down, offering more detail and getting almost every shot right at the first attempt. At the front side as well, the G4 comes with a larger 8-megapixel selfie camera, whereas the G Flex 2 only has a 2.1 megapixel camera. Overall, we think both the phones give a very similar user experience, and which one you finally pick will boil down to your personal preference. Do you want to stand out with the curve of the G Flex 2 or go with the leather back of the G4? Personally, I'd go with the G4. I think the leather back really looks good. I know it's not going to look as good as it wears out, but I'll live with that. I think the Quad HD screen and the better camera is a big step up from the G Flex 2, and there are no questions about it that the G4 wins hands down. Anyway, what do you think about the two phones? And if you have any questions about them, feel free to ask in the comment section below. I'll be more than happy to answer your questions. And if you made it this far in the video, be nice, like, share and subscribe. Thank you for watching.